Oh, the lighting in here is so dark. I need to. All right, YouTubers, this lighting is very dark, so give me a moment and I will fix that. And then we are on to season 3 today. There we go. That's much better. Hi, season 3. We start today. Good to be back with everybody. It's been a hectic couple of weeks. So I keep bouncing forth between Instagram and YouTube. My day job is in corporate bankruptcy, so considering the fact that the world is burning, I am very busy. So apologies that we haven't had a regular schedule. We've got Kathy Beal on Instagram with us. She played my mother in the episodes that we're about to start watching, which is great. So if you have any questions for Kathy, definitely put them in the chat or put them in Instagram, and I'll make sure to answer those and to get those to Kathy. Announcements. Snowflake is out. Movie Snowflake, Necessary Outlet's first movie, is available at snowflakefilm.com. There are a bunch of clips on YouTube. There's the trailer on YouTube. It's available to rent and to own on Vimeo. You can access it through snowflakefilm.com. So if you like history, I think you'll like it. It's a little different. It's not romance. It's sort of a political thriller. It's got a little bit of a supernatural element to it. Yeah, so I think it's great. Check it out. It's the last of my new content to put out to people because I can't make anything. Well, I can't make anything outside of my apartment right now. So that'll have to hold you over until the world gets back to normal. Okay, I see a couple on YouTube, a couple on Instagram. So let's pull up what we're watching today. So we are now on to, don't tell me this is being done. Every now and then my YouTube acts up. So maybe I can't watch it on my TV. There we go. We are doing, for some reason, on my Apple TV, my YouTube app goes crazy sometimes. And it stalls. All right, so I'll just keep talking while I figure this out. So we're going to do episode 301. It is on youtube.com/necessaryoutlet. It is season 3 playlist, and it's the very first episode. I might have to watch it on my computer because this app never works. So buggy. Okay, let me pull it up over here. Let's see if it screws with my internet connection to have streaming on YouTube while watching YouTube. So let's go to youtube.com/necessaryoutlet and pull it up. Maybe I can throw it to my history. Great. All right, so it looks like I cannot do this on my television, which is really annoying. So we will do it on YouTube. Okay, so things I remember about this season before we get started. So we started filming this, I guess it would have been October of 2018 is when we started filming. I think we were done around December. So at this point, Jacob Simon, who plays Matthew, had relocated, and he's still out in LA. So we had to get him back for his scenes, and he was only available for 3 days. So we flew him back for the weekend, and there was a weekend that we shot every single scene he appears in, and he appears in multiple group scenes. I did not sleep that entire weekend. In fact, we had to stop one of the shoots. I think it was the one for the party where there's the fight in episode 4. We had to stop filming because I became sort of delirious and had a massive migraine and just had to go lay in a dark room for a little while because I've been just going around the clock for several days to get all the stuff in. It included the drive to Woodstock, which is where we filmed the cabin scenes. So yeah, it was not great. It was a rough shoot. When we get to the last episode, I'll talk about the specialty prop that I had to get that I hauled around the city of New York. That is a whole other story. Things with this episode specifically, all of the past scenes are filmed at my friend Maggie's house. And actually, if you've seen Snowflake, the house of the vice president and his wife is the same as the childhood Ford home. Same house, same living room. That couch that the vice president is sitting on is the one that Mom is sleeping on in the past. We always shoot everything out of order. We just do it by locations and availability. I don't remember what the first shot of season 3 was. I think it'll come to me as we're watching it. Oh, I do remember. It was episode 3. It was the double date, Will and Kevin, Jamie and Mark, that dinner in actually the exact same location we filmed Steven and Jamie's breakup at the end of season 2. It's the exact same place. We dressed it as the same restaurant, even though it's a photo studio. That was the first shot of this season. All right, so let's start it. Let's start watching it. So we are episode 1 of season 3, Bad Thoughts, and I am hitting play, so you can sync with me in 3, 2, 1, play. Alexandra. Ooh. I don't know why I cut off on Instagram for a little bit there. Sorry, guys. Alexandra Amelie plays young Molly Ford, and I met her. She did the series Big Law. If you ever watched it, it's on Necessary Outlet. She was a comedic role in that. I remember for this.
When Dog came to live with me, she had already lived a very full life. Well, one I'm sure few of you here actually knew about.
This was filmed, this funeral was filmed at 6 in the morning.
Snatchpuss. Dog was the only child of first-generation Americans who came to this country looking to make a better life for their little country.
I still have the poster of food. It's in my storage unit. I plan on someday auctioning it off for money to film a future season.
Ultimately winning the crown. Though her title was stripped from her after photos from a risque shoot were leaked to the press, causing a national outrage. But Dog was a smart businesswoman. Yes, she parlayed that undeserved infamy into a moderately successful music career, a line of handbags, and an exclusive modeling contract with CoverGirl.
He had help.
But soon weary of the fashion industry, Dog went back to school, earning her medical degree from Trump University, where she patented her 9 lives anal rejuvenation technique.
I love this.
Earning
yes,
her
this funeral is amazing.
Mark, this is a funeral.
That card thing is something Jacob just did, and I had to keep it.
I got Dog when Michael and I broke up. Because I was lonely.
I also just think season 3 looks really good. I think
was there every morning when I woke up. Was there waiting when I got home from work and cuddled with me at night.
The coloring looks great. There are a couple problem scenes in a couple of the shows, but overall, I think we really made it look really good.
I'm not sad because I know she lived a very full life. My only regret is she didn't get to live with her new stepdad. I'm going to keep
pushing the screen here because my phone keeps wanting to turn off. Corey was a backup dancer for me first. That's how I met him for a couple of music videos.
Kevin looks damn good in a scene. I do terrible things to that man. I will be the woman. What? I don't see friends as sex objects. Friends, assholes.
If
if you're mean to a waiter or something, I'll kind of just...
All of the
Shut
texting
down.
from Mackenzie was something we added later,
Well, I
just
think I
like we
just
did in season
sent it to
2,
us.
just to have this
Oh,
other element of the
yeah.
story playing in the background, like building, reminding people of the relationship between Jamie and
So,
Matt.
backing up, the chances of us having a three-way with Kevin are 0, and considering the fact it would have to be a four-way with Will, that shrinks well into the negatives. You fucked Will was before I recategorized him into the friend box. I do not understand how your brain works independent of my gut, which is something that I cannot identify, which is why I'm...
Yeah, season 3 looks great. I really like this.
Okay, but like, do you think there's a time when you might want to have a three-way? Do we have to do this at a cat funeral? Because I think that you would love for me to tag team you with some hot hair. Oh, yeah. Yes, absolutely. It has to be you know, it can't be a friend. It has to be a disposable person. Well, don't tell me you haven't fantasized about all that nature. No. Well, after a long day of hiking, we will
James, who plays Mark, was an excellent scene partner. He was always extremely prepared. He was fun to banter with.
And then it encourages, say, nope. Kevin. Nope. And then Will. Nope. Someone's hands. So, cat funeral. I'm not sure I'm ready to see you fucking someone else. I've had an open relationship. Very hot in theory. It's just, I'm afraid of
And the team that helped me film
actually
Snowflake,
seeing
actually,
it, so bring up
that production team is the same production team behind season 3 of History. Justin Schlabach,
I just think you and
who
I
was the
like
co-producer on Snowflake,
spice,
who actually played the CrossFit
spice that
coach
together.
in the last episode of season 2.
I don't
And he was
need
in the orgy scene in season 2.
I'm just waiting.
That's how I met him. Then I did a play for him, and then he helped me
You
produce
tell
these
me.
two, which were great.
Should I be concerned about you getting calls?
I also learned how to do those on-screen, on the phone effects, which I also
Not mine.
was very proud
Oh
of.
my god, who the fuck is that? Oh, that's, Brandon? It's something plain and white. You know him? Yeah, I used to date Will before Kevin. Wow. Will is the fucking man.
Holston is such a sweetheart. Holston is straight, just a perfectly lovely, down for whatever straight guy.
Shields up.
Did a bunch of press for us because he has a stupid hot body, which is all the gay magazines. It's funny because all the gay magazines wanted him to be the feature in everything for season 3 just because he's super hot and not any of the
Hey,
other
Brandon.
gay people.
When did you two meet? At Industry, right? How can we help you? Stop. You do not need to rescue me. Oh, rescue? Okay, so Jamie, I presume, thinks that he's saving me from an awkward ex combo, yes? Yes, that is correct. Well, what Jamie doesn't realize is that Brandon and I are friends, and fine. And he shouldn't say anything to make this cat funeral even more painfully awkward for me.
And I think this is like Will's best acting work this season. He did an excellent job this season.
Oh, shit. You should have let him pop off. I bet he's sexy when he's feisty. Yeah. Oh, British. Hot. Yeah, I'm liking this whole Calvary thing. Very cool.
So knowing
Tell me
what you
about
know
your
at the end of the
self.
season, and this
This
is all
happens.
sort of like a
Kevin and I
set
have
up
an arrangement.
introduction
He's not
to
your
get
I am
things
an adult.
going.
I'm capable of handling Jamie, I will say that most people do actually go off with their exes.
Well, Mark,
it doesn't make any sense.
Just makes this scene a little more infuriating, knowing
Subscribe. But look at Will.
that this is a game.
He's even adorable when he dumps you. You dumped him? When do you turn away a man? Stop. Yeah. Tell me I'm too handsome, made too much money, and my dick's too big. This always happens. Will, I love him. Well, I was just on my way out, saw you, wanted to say hey, so
This is good.
hey. And now bye. We should connect. Sounds fun.
Sorry, I just checked for questions if I look weird at the screen. Say hi
Oh,
to
I'm
people.
gonna slide into those DMs so hard. No side conversations. Absolutely. What is happening here? Later. Yo, yo, yo. Nice to meet you.
Kevin also
What did I
lovely.
miss?
What was
Brandon
his
was
name?
here.
Matt Kuyawa plays Kevin. He
These new
then
kids
played my love interest in one of my music videos.
We enjoy a full schedule. Have we seen you since the cruise?
Also, really great guy.
Yeah, remember we had
I
breakfast
think
with
he
him when we came
relocated.
back?
I think he moved out to LA as well. Everyone moved
Yeah, I
out
don't
to
think
LA.
we've seen you guys since then.
Oh yes, these are the lives of the rich and the faggots.
I'm fancy now.
Thank you for carving out some time for him to finally meet my mother tomorrow. And Penn State, and we still have the cabin trip. I haven't stolen him entirely. So, Elliot and Matthew moving in together, that's news.
This bar was up on the Upper East Side, I think, and it was a it was a black-owned bar. They were very sweet because it definitely
bitter little
the interiors had these big murals
No,
of like
I don't like the
Biggie
Matthew
and
Stadium.
Tupac
Yeah,
and like it was very 90s rap oriented.
I promised myself
Kim stuff,
that I will like
Fox
this
Brown stuff. Obviously, we couldn't
I
show
will
any
like
of that, so we're
I will like
avoiding
it.
all of these great murals on the walls of this place.
I am happy Matthew's happy.
It's very soon.
Oh, so that's why you won't move in with me. Well, asked him last week. It's been 6 months. His lease is up in 3.
Do we have to do this at a cat funeral?
You shady little son of a bitch. What did he say?
I'm right here.
About it. William Magdalene Rosen.
My middle name is Ika.
So in case he does ever make up his mind, we should talk about shared custody of the children. Yes. I was always partial to this one. No, not lefty.
Stop.
I'd hate to split them up. Maybe rotate weekends.
Stop.
Yeah, splitting them up would decrease the amount of motorboating, which is Will's second favorite water sport.
Stop.
Sorry, so this goes down. We'll just rotate weekends.
I am not a child.
Sorry, someone hasn't had his nap today.
Okay, hi. I love you all. But my cat is dead, so would you stop having fun?
So I remember when I was editing this, I had already filmed it. They ended the show New Girl, which I really liked, and they ended it with a cat funeral. And I was so upset. People are gonna think I stole this.
I don't like change.
There's good change. Yeah. You and Elliot moving in?
Yeah. At least I don't have to go through this alone.
I really hate that. But single does not mean alone. What? All the friends you spend time with are just placeholders, just wasting time?
You're still mad at Gio.
Well,
Yeah, we had to
at
explain
least
Gio's
Will
absence.
didn't fall off the face of the fucking earth the second you found him, man.
Because
That's just the type of person Gio is. Good for him. Let him have fun.
the
He
actor
dived
played
into a
Gio
relationship.
went AWOL.
You know,
So
not everyone's meant to be in
we
your
had
life
already
forever.
recast that role twice.
Especially cats.
I can't have this be. I mean, I guess it could be funny if every single season.
What's your
Gio's a
favorite
different
memory
actor.
of Dog?
But
Oh, God, when she ate the rubber band.
Please, don't make me laugh.
She couldn't pass it. So we remember daring Will to just pull it. And snap. And she flew across that room like a fucking rocket.
She never liked Will again.
Would you?
Please, your asshole seems much more pleased for that. I told you not to make me laugh.
the floors here were so crunchy, it was hard to get clean audio.
What's happening?
Those two got along great. Oh, here we go. Kathy's first scene. So this is outside the brand new Penn Station in New York. That's where we did that.
Oh, please tell me we're going to eat soon.
Yes, now. Boys are waiting.
Great, I'm starving. I only had time to make your father his lunches before I left the house. Okay, let's go, let's go. Hey, hon, you gotta slow down. I have little French bulldog legs, and we don't walk in Philly.
Why do we never move on 10th
Kathy, I think this was our first scene together. I think this is the first thing we did.
I brought enough money for cabs this time. I am too
You'll have to
heavy
remind
to
me.
walk everywhere.
Put your wallet away. PP and I'll call it again.
I took care of that already.
Oh, we did so
we
many
also need
things in
electricity.
cars.
Do you
Again,
want
learning
me to
from
take
learning from the first season, doing it in the second season, doing it again now. Just like
So who am I meeting this
do as
time?
much in cars as
Is
possible
Bianca still
instead of
also?
outside.
Did she move back?
No, she's
What
not
was
going to
our
be
first scene? I think we did this whole
She found your
sequence in a
brother when he
row.
went missing in Dave and
I think we
Buster's.
did.
Sure.
Like we actually
Favorite
did
Bianca
this
story.
sequence
Well, she
the
found
way
my
it's
baby.
scripted.
That makes her part of the family.
She will be there, as will Matthew, Ted, probably Matthew's terrible boyfriend.
And the one you're dating is...
Mark, who will not be there, as you requested.
I'm sure he's lovely, honey. I just can't meet another one.
You act like I've had this parade of boyfriends.
Jared broke my heart, hon.
Your heart.
Well, I thought he was one of us. I was just so disappointed when he ended up being such a shit. I really liked him, hon. You can't do that to me again.
I got back
The only
together
thing I
with him
regret,
because
I mean, if
Well,
we
he just seems so
had,
sad when he messaged me.
good for you,
Doja,
Kathy.
you did
Kathy
that.
says she's lost
Well, I have
50
the
pounds
texts.
since this.
Such a shit. Your father always hated him.
Well, I'm glad you
Well,
waited until
yeah.
after because
No, he didn't care
Molly's
about
concern with her weight is
He
very
didn't
much
like
part
that
of her
he wouldn't
character.
eat food.
Well, Mark is trying to become Mr. CrossFit, so he's all #gains. He won't be turning down any food.
I'll meet him on the next trip. I just can't meet another one if he's not going to be sticking around.
Oh, yes. I forgot that my love life should remain first and foremost about you.
Oh, suck it.
So this scene,
Kevin and Darian.
I have no memory for.
They're not coming. Ew.
This was on the
Why?
Hell weekend.
Because
So
Mark's
I
not
think
coming.
we filmed the funeral
Well,
for
since
like
Jamie's mom
6-7
didn't
hours
meet
in the
him,
morning.
we thought it would be rude.
Then
to
we
come as a
drove
couple.
here and did this entire sequence.
How is Darian? I feel like we haven't seen him in ages.
Everything okay?
Then we went to
Okay is actually the perfect word.
the episode 4, the fight with
Is there something I can eat here?
Ray at the party. And we did that all one Saturday, and then the next day did all of Penn State, and then drove to Woodstock and did all of the cabin. I was a
Oh,
zombie.
it's fine
I
after we
do
got
not
out of
remember.
Trenton. We must have been behind another train or something. We're going so slow. You're not taking the train to Penn State next weekend, are you?
We really became good
So we are driving.
at tricking
All of you?
I'll be in Hawaii.
tricking the scene to make it look like there are more people there. Like
one-woman show.
literally everyone you see is who is
Oh.
in this room. We just keep putting people behind people to make it look like it's more
Probably
crowded.
drag race material. He's fine. So we thought it was our last opportunity for me to go see Mac in the alma mater.
Well, I mean that he's graduating? Wrong.
Mama Ford. Where's he going after graduation?
Oh, and then we have new Bianca, Samantha, who
wants to come
is
home for a bit.
lovely. She is such a
Has he
sweetheart.
planned anything?
Well, I think so. Stop expecting him to be like you.
Mom, I co-signed his loans. I need some assurances.
Well, he's not like you. He's like me. I'll take care of it.
I remember when I used to be the favorite.
I don't.
Oh, shit. Oh, like that too. Wait, do we have a sister? Yes.
It's sister line is fun.
Jamie.
Aaron Drill plays young me, and if you look at pictures,
Actually, can I get
he
the
looks
ATM
like
card?
young
I
me. He
wanted to
actually
give some
looks a
of
lot
theater
like my
money.
brother.
Theater money.
Yeah, from the Christmas show I did at the dinner theater. Didn't I make like $300? I wanted to go to King of Prussia.
And we filmed all of these things at the
Yeah,
house
you
in one
just gave
day.
me $300 on no notice.
We just kept changing Molly's
No,
clothes
okay,
over and
just
over.
tell me what account it's in.
Hun, I had to use that money for your dance classes and for
Yeah, but
Julie's field trip to
I
DC.
know that Black Widow has seen Snowflake. This is the Price living
Dad
room
didn't get as
in
many shifts
Snowflake,
at
where she gives
concert
her
last month, so we just
Lady
had
Macbeth
to
Price gives
make
her
things work.
big speech about the gays.
Look,
We just put a Christmas tree in the
heard it.
corner,
Make sure
which is
you
actually the
come back
Christmas
once
tree
Dad
from the
gets a new
Christmas party
security job,
of
okay?
season 2 of History. We just reuse a lot of stuff.
Look, why don't you go to Kmart instead, put $300 of new stuff on layaway, and give me the ticket, and I'll pay it off over the summer, okay?
Layaway, does that even exist anymore?
Yeah.